And in preparing for today, I turned to the world to the words of Oliver Wendell Holmes. And reflecting on his Civil War experience, he said, and I quote, "To fight out a war you must believe in something and want something with all your might. So must you do to carry anything else to an end worth reaching." Holmes went on, "More than that, you must be willing to commit yourself to a course. Perhaps a long and hard one, without being able to foresee exactly where you will come out. America does not fight for the sake of fighting. We abhor war. As one who has never experienced the field of battle, and I say that with humility, knowing as General MacArthur said, the soldier above all others prays for peace. We fight because we must. We fight to keep our families and communities safe. We fight for the security of our allies and partners, because America believes that we will be safer when our friends are safer. That we will be stronger when the world is more just. So cadets, a long and hard road awaits you. You go abroad because your service is fundamental to our security back home. You go abroad as representatives of the values that this country was founded upon. And when you inevitably face setbacks, when the fighting is fierce or a village elder is fearful, when the end that you are seeking seems uncertain, think back to West Point. Here, in this peaceful part of the world, you have drilled and you have studied and come of age. In the footsteps of great men and women Americans who faced times of trial. And who even in victory could not have foreseen the America they helped to build, the world they helped to shape. George Washington was able to free a band of patriots from the rule of an empire. But he could not have foreseen his country growing to include 50 states connecting 2 oceans. Grant was able to save a union and see the slaves freed. But he could not have foreseen just how much his country would extend full rights and opportunities to citizens of every color. Eisenhower was able to see Germany surrender and a former enemy grow into an ally. But he could not have foreseen the Berlin Wall coming down without a shot being fired. Today it is your generation that has borne a heavy burden, soldiers. Graduates of this academy like John Meyer and Greg Ambrosia, who have braved enemy fire, protected their units. Carried out their missions, earned the commendation of this army, and of a grateful nation. From the birth of our existence, America has had a faith in the future, a belief that where we're going is better than where we've been, even when the path ahead is uncertain. To fulfill that promise, generations of Americans have built upon the foundation of our forefathers finding opportunity, fighting injustice, forging a more perfect union. Our achievement would not be possible without the long gray line that has sacrificed for duty. For honor, for country. And years from now, when you return here, when for you the shadows have grown longer, I have no doubt that you will have added your name to the book of history. I have no doubt that we will have prevailed in the struggles of our times. I have no doubt that your legacy will be an America that has emerged stronger. and a world that is more just, because we are Americans. And our destiny is never written for us, it is written by us, and we are ready to lead once more. Thank you. May God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America. Barack Obama. White House Correspondents' Dinner Address. Delivered April 27, 2013, Washington Hilton Hotel, Washington, D. C. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. How do you like my new entrance music? Rush Limbaugh warned you about this second term, baby. We're changing things around here a little bit. Actually, my advisors were a little worried about the new rap entrance music. They are a little more traditional. They suggested that I should start with some jokes at my own expense, just take myself down a peg. I was like, guys, after 4.5 years, how many pegs are there left? I want to thank the White House correspondents. Ed, you're doing an outstanding job. We are grateful for the great work you've done. To all the dignitaries who are here, everybody on the dais, I especially. Want to say thank you to General Ray Odierno, who does outstanding service on behalf of our country. And all our men and women in uniform every single day. And of course, our extraordinary First Lady, Michelle Obama. Everybody loves Michelle. She's on the cover of Vogue, high poll numbers. But don't worry, I recently got my own magazine cover. Now, look, I get it. These days, I look in the mirror and I have to admit. I'm not the strapping young Muslim socialist that I used to be. Time passes. You get a little gray. And yet, even after all this time, I still make rookie mistakes. Like, I'm out in California, we're at a fundraiser, we're having a nice time. I happen to mention that Kamala Harris is the best looking attorney general in the country. As you might imagine, I got trouble when I got back home. Who knew Eric Holder was so sensitive? And then there's the Easter egg roll, which is supposed to be just a nice, fun event with the kids. I go out on the basketball court, took 22 shots, made 2 of them. That's right. Two hits, 20 misses. The executives at NBC asked, "What's your secret?" So, yes, maybe I have lost a step. But some things are beyond my control. For example, this whole controversy about Jazz-Z going to Cuba, it's unbelievable. I've got 99 problems and now Jay-Z is one. That's another rap reference, Bill. I'll let you know. Of course, everybody has got plenty of advice. Maureen Dowd said I could solve all my problems if I were just more like Michael Douglas. In The American President. And I know Michael is here tonight. Michael, what's your secret? Man. Could it be that you were an actor in an Aaron Sorkin liberal fantasy? Might that have something to do with it? I don't know. Check in with me. Maybe it's something else. Anyway, I recognize that this job can take a toll on you. I understand second term, you need a burst of new energy. Try some new things. And my team and I talked about it. We were willing to try anything. So we borrowed one of Michelle's tricks. I thought this looked pretty good, but no bounce. I want to give a shout out to our headliner, Conan O'Brien. I was just talking to Ed, and I understand that when the Correspondents Association was considering Conan for this gig, they were faced with that age-old dilemma: do you offer it to him now? Or wait for 5 years and then give it to Jimmy Fallon? That was a little harsh. I love Conan. And of course, the White House press corps is here. I know CNN has taken some knocks lately, but the fact is I admire their commitment to cover all sides of a story. Just in case one of them happens to be accurate. Some of my former advisors have switched over to the dark side. For example, David Axelrod now works for MSNBC. Which is a nice change of pace since MSNBC used to work for David Axelrod. The History Channel is not here. I guess they were embarrassed about the whole Obama is a devil thing. Of course, that never kept Fox News from showing up. They actually thought the comparison was not fair to Satan. But the problem is that the media landscape is changing so rapidly. You can't keep up with it. I mean, I remember when BuzzFeed was just something I did in college around 2 a.m. It's true. Recently, though, I found a new favorite source for political news. These guys are great. I think everybody here should check it out. They tell it like it is. It's called whitehouse.gov. I cannot get enough of it. The fact is, I really do respect the press. I recognize that the press and I have different jobs to do. My job is to be president, your job is to keep me humble. Frankly, I think I'm doing my job better. But part of the problem is everybody is so cynical. I mean, we're constantly feeding cynicism, suspicion, conspiracies. You remember a few months ago, my administration put out a photograph of me going skeet shooting at Camp David? You remember that? And quite a number of people insisted that this had been photoshopped. But tonight I have something to confess, you were right. Guys, can we show them the actual photo? We were just trying to tone it down a little bit. That was an awesome day.